Have you ever stopped to wonder why you still feel weak and limp-bodied, even though you've been trying to exercise? Maybe you've tried doing a few push-ups at home, perhaps even followed some random internet videos, or challenged yourself to do 100 reps in a single day. But then comes the frustration, shoulder pain, wrist pain, or simply no visible results. The truth is that many people still believe push-ups are only for the young or those who are naturally strong. But today, I want to shatter that myth with you, especially if you're over 40 and think your time to gain muscle is over, because it isn't. In fact, if you apply what I'm about to show you, your body can respond far better than you imagine. Push-ups are more than just a simple exercise. They're a powerful tool for muscle rebuilding, self-esteem rescue, and full body activation. When you perform a push-up correctly, you're not merely pushing the floor away, you're creating a chain reaction. Chest, shoulders, triceps, abs, back, hips, everything is engaged. And you know what else? When you feel that burn rising in your chest, when your arm starts to shake and you insist on squeezing in just one more perfectly executed rep, that's where real growth happens. It's called a muscle micro tear. It's the trigger your body needs to grow stronger. And the best part, you can do it right now at home with no equipment. But hold on, that doesn't mean you should go do 200 push-ups a day. It's not about quantity, it's about strategy, about consistency, and above all, about understanding your body and your current level. First things first, the first step is to discover your limit. How many push-ups can you perform perfectly in a single set? Without cheating, without arching your back, without collapsing your shoulders. That number is your starting point. Write it down, memorize it, and now, with it in hand, let's map out your plan. If your maximum number of push-ups is below 25, your initial goal should be to work on 50 to 75 reps per day, divided into 2 to 3 sets. No overdoing it. You could do 3 sets of 15 or 2 of 25, always respecting your rest and your form. Here, the focus is not on speed, but on control. If you can do between 25 and 50 push-ups in one set, congratulations, you have a solid foundation. Your challenge will be to increase that volume to 75 to 150 reps per day, divided into 3 or 4 sets. And if you're above 50 reps per set, you're in the muscular endurance elite, and your target should be 150 to 250 reps daily, always split strategically to avoid overload. But none of this will work if you ignore the most important thing, technique. A poorly executed push-up can destroy your shoulder, lock up your lower back, or prevent you from progressing for weeks. A well-executed push-up, on the other hand, will strengthen your core, align your posture, and activate deep muscles you didn't even know you had. So pay attention. Keep a straight line from your head to your heels. Engage your abs as if you're pulling your navel in. Engage your glutes. Position your hands just outside shoulder line, with elbows forming a natural 45-degree angle at your sides. Lower with control until your chest approaches the floor. Push up with power, but without haste. Breathe. Connect to the movement. If your form breaks, stop. Breathe and start again. Remember, 10 perfect reps are worth more than 30 sloppy ones. Now that you've mastered the basics, here comes the fun part, evolving. Your body is smart, it adapts quickly, and when that happens, it's time to change the stimulus. This is where push-up variations come in. They're the key to keep growing, avoid plateauing, and awaken muscles that may still be dormant. Exercise 1, decline. Push-up. Place your feet on a bench, chair, or step. This increases the movement angle and shifts more load to the upper chest and shoulders. It's an excellent option for those seeking more chest definition and shoulder strength. Exercise 2, diamond push-up. Position your hands under the center of your chest, forming a triangle with your index fingers and thumbs. This variation isolates the triceps like no other. It's intense but extremely effective for beefing up the arms and strengthening the core. Exercise 3, Spider-Man push-up. As you lower, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Alternate sides with each rep. This movement strongly engages the oblique abs and improves your stability, hip mobility, and coordination. Exercise 4, pike push-up with elevated feet. With your body forming an inverted V and your feet raised, the focus goes straight to the shoulders. It's like doing a military press using only your body weight, ideal for anyone who wants strong, defined shoulders. Exercise 5, plyometric push-up. Push with enough force to lift your hands off the ground. If you're ready for the challenge, add a clap in midair. This push-up activates your fast-twitch muscle fibers and boosts explosive power and athletic performance. But here's a golden reminder: you don't grow by training every single day. Growth happens when you rest intelligently. Rest is when your muscle rebuilds, strengthens, and defines itself. If you ignore it, all you're doing is burning out. Warning signs like insomnia, constant fatigue, persistent aches, or a drop in performance are your body's way of demanding recovery. Listen, if you train push-ups frequently, vary the intensity throughout the week. Alternate heavy days with light or stretching days. For most men over 40, the ideal is to do intense push-up sessions 2 to 4 times a week with at least 48 hours between them. And when you do this correctly, everything starts to change. Your posture improves. Your shirt feels tighter around the chest. Your arms take shape. Confidence resurfaces. You wake up energized. You stand taller. And above all, you look in the mirror with pride again. It's not about vanity. It's about power. About feeling that your body is still alive. That it responds. That it's your ally, not a burden. And if you've read this far, it already shows you're ready to start. You no longer want to live trapped in weakness, fatigue, or premature aging. You're ready to rebuild with intelligence, discipline, respect for your own pace, and firmness. Push up by push up, day after day, you will become stronger, more solid, more capable. Now, if you're wondering, can I really change my body with push-ups alone? The answer is yes, as long as you understand that push-ups are more than just a chest exercise. They work far beyond what the mirror shows, and when applied strategically, they build a functional, strong, and balanced body. But beyond that, push-ups create a mindset, a kind of discipline that starts when you place your hands on the ground and say to yourself, today I'm doing something for me. And that, my friend, changes everything, because the strength you build in your body begins to show up in your posture, in your decisions, in the way you face life's challenges. And you know what's incredible? The more you train mindfully, the more you understand what your body needs. Some days you'll do 100 push-ups and feel invincible. Friday, this is volume day. Choose 3 variations, standard, decline, and diamond, and perform 4 sets of each, with 60 to 90 seconds of rest between them. Do as many reps as you can with good form. Sunday, it's not a full rest day, it's an active recovery day. Do stretches for your chest, shoulders, and back. Perform 1 light set of 15 to 20 push-ups just to maintain the mind-muscle connection, boost circulation, and oxygenate your muscles. By following this structure, you will not only build muscle, but also prevent injuries, improve posture, strengthen your joints, and renew your weekly energy. But now I want to speak to you from a more personal, direct place, because if you've made it this far, it means you are no ordinary person. You're seeking something, maybe a stronger body, maybe more energy to take care of your family, maybe the desire to fit into that shirt you used to wear with pride. Whatever your reason, know that it's valid and you're not alone. Every day you wake up and choose not to give up, even when the mirror doesn't yet show the results, you're winning. Every drop of sweat that falls as you push the ground with your own hands, you're reclaiming a piece of who you are, and that no one can take from you. The push-up is more than an exercise. It's a ritual, a symbol of silent strength. You don't need to shout, you don't need to post on social media, you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You just need to do it, breathe deeply, and do it again, because if you do this every day with focus, with intelligence, with passion, then it doesn't matter if you started with 10 or 100. What matters is that in 90 days, you will be stronger, not just in your chest, arms, or abs, stronger in your mind, stronger in your life. So if tomorrow morning you ask yourself, is it worth doing push-ups today? I want you to answer with action. Place your hands on the floor, adjust your breathing, and begin. 1, 2, 3. Strength is coming back. You might still be thinking, but will it really work for me? And that doubt is normal, especially if you spent years away from physical activity, if you looked in the mirror more than once and didn't like what you saw, or if you felt that pain in your back, shoulders, or knees, and thought, I guess I'm too old for this. But here's the truth, it's not age that limits you, it's sedentarism. And the only way to change that is to start, small, steady, real. You don't need to wait to feel motivated, because motivation comes after action, not before. Do your first set of push-ups even if you don't feel like it, even if you're afraid, even if you think you can't do it. Do it anyway, and watch how your body begins to respond. See how your heart rate rises, how your blood flows, how your chest opens, how you breathe deeper. That's your body saying thank you, because it has been waiting for this moment for a long time. And it's not about being the strongest in the room, nor about doing 100 push-ups non-stop. It's about something more powerful, reclaiming mastery over your body, feeling that you can, that you will, that there is still so much to build. Because there always is, and you don't have to change your whole life at once. You just need to start with 5 minutes, with 1 set per day, with the simple commitment to not let another day pass without moving for yourself. Daily push-ups become a symbol of discipline, a silent reminder that you are in control. When your knees ache, when laziness shouts, when fatigue pushes you to the bed, you push the ground back. And believe me, there is no better feeling than looking at yourself after 1 month, 2 months, and feeling in your chest the certainty that the man you see there is coming back to life with full power. You might not notice it in the first weeks, but your body will already be rebuilding. Your posture will improve, core strength will emerge, your shoulders will grow firmer, and when you stand up from a chair, tie your sneakers, or carry the groceries, you'll realize it's easier, lighter, because strength is returning, because you decided to return, not to the body you had at 20, but to a better body at 40, 50, 60, more aware, more prepared, more yours. And when you realize this, you'll want to keep going. You'll want to challenge yourself. You'll want to try other variations. You'll want to help other men who are still stuck, insecure, held back by the fear of trying. You'll be the example because you began. Now tell me honestly, what's stopping you from starting today? The floor is there. Your hands are free. Your time is now. Be the man who decides, who faces, who builds. Because age does not define your strength. Your choices do. And today, you have the chance to choose differently. Push up by push up, day by day, you will transform. Because when you commit to this process, you are not just training muscles, you are training character. You are developing a mindset that does not bend in the face of difficulty, that does not yield to excuses, and that does not depend on anyone else to change your life. You start waking up differently. Your days begin with a new kind of energy. You feel more drive to work, more patience to deal with others, more focus to solve what once paralyzed you, all because of a simple decision to set your body in motion. And over time, this simple gesture becomes your ritual of confidence. The push-up comes to represent your commitment to yourself, to your health, to your autonomy. You realize you don't need a gym, expensive machines, or miracle formulas. You only need yourself, your body, your will, and your consistency. That alone places you ahead of 95% of people who live trapped in the promise of one day I'll start. But you won't fall for that, because now you've understood that change doesn't come from grand speeches, but from small daily actions. And the push-up, when well executed, with focus, discipline, and progressive evolution, is what separates those who think from those who do. You are a doer. You're here so far because inside you there exists a true desire to be stronger, healthier, more prepared. And that is already the beginning of everything. So starting tomorrow, or better yet, starting now, I want you to choose your starting point. Find out how many push-ups you can perform with perfect form. Write it down. Commit to creating a plan based on your current level and follow it. One day at a time. Push-up by push-up with technique, with presence, with pride. And every week, challenge yourself a bit more. Add variations, increase volume, shorten rest intervals, but never, ever quit. You can and you will. And when results begin to show, you will remember this moment, the day you decided to break inertia, the day you said enough to fatigue, back pain, discouragement, and chose to build again, to reclaim mastery of your body, to walk with confidence, ease, and real strength. Because if there's one thing daily push-ups will show you, it's that age doesn't limit you, inaction does. And as of today, that is no longer part of your life. You have everything you need. Now go and begin. Push up by push up, day by day, strength, focus, discipline. You are back. And when that day comes, because it will come, when you wake up tired, unmotivated, with not a single desire to do even one push up, I want you to remember this. Every drop of sweat you've shed so far has built the man you are becoming. And on that tough day, it matters most to act, because it's in that exact moment you separate desire from decision. Anyone trains when motivated, but those who train even with without desire, transform body and mind. They earn self-respect. They become examples at home, at work, and even to themselves. Maybe others won't see what you're doing now. Maybe no one will applaud, but your body feels it. Your muscles respond, your brain notices, your self-esteem grows, and the world begins to treat you differently because you began treating yourself differently. You started prioritizing yourself, respecting yourself, honoring your health, your time, and your life. You are no longer the man who only thought about changing. You are the man who acted, who broke inertia, who decided to rise from the couch, place hands on the floor, and fight for every inch of strength, vitality, and freedom, because that's what it's about. Freedom. Being able to climb stairs without gasping, playing with your children or grandchildren without pain, wearing a snug shirt with pride, looking in the mirror and recognizing someone strong, because that, my friend, is worth more than any compliment. So if no one has told you this today, I'm telling you now, congratulations. You are doing something most only dream of doing. You're building with sweat, patience, and courage a stronger body, a clearer mind, and a more active life. And it all started with a simple question: how many push-ups per day are truly necessary to grow? Now you know, quantity matters, yes, but even more important are quality, consistency, and commitment. Do them well, do them every day, and see how not only your muscles grow, but you grow with them. Push-up by push-up, you're creating a new version of yourself, firmer, more present, more alive. And from today on, whenever you hear the word push-up, you'll remember that it's not just an exercise, it's a choice. The choice not to give up. Not to accept weakness as destiny, to fight, to evolve, and to prove to yourself and to the world that at 40, 50, 60, or beyond, there's still plenty of fire within you. Now go and honor that commitment. One day at a time, push up by push up, you are winning. And when you look back in 30, 60, 90 days and remember how you started, you'll realize that it was on that very first day in your first set of push-ups that everything began to change. It wasn't a miracle, it wasn't luck, it was choice, it was action. It was you facing the floor with courage, sweating through your shirt, even with doubts, even tired, even without applause. And that is what turns ordinary men into extraordinary men. It's not the great leaps, it's the steady steps, daily, solitary, determined. Life after 40 doesn't have to be a path of losses. It can be a road of reconstruction, of returning to strength, of reclaiming confidence, of rediscovering virility, health, mental clarity, the energy you thought you'd left behind. But all of that still lives inside you, and push-ups are just the tool. The real power lies in your decision to act, to refuse to accept decline as natural, to refuse to hide behind age, but to use maturity as your greatest ally, because you're not a beginner, you're experienced. You've seen enough of life to know what matters. And now you know, taking care of your body is taking care of your freedom, of your future, of your dignity, because strong muscles aren't just aesthetic. They support your spine, protect your bones, cushion your falls, stabilize your steps, and above all, keep you independent, keep you a man, master of your own pace, of your own health, of your own strength. So I ask you, what excuse is still holding you back? Time? We all have 24 hours. Age? It's your advantage, not your obstacle. Laziness? It passes the moment you finish that first rep. So go, wash your face, take a deep breath, warm up your shoulders, and place your hands on the floor, and when you're done, you won't be the same. You'll have taken another step, you'll have won another day, and you'll sleep certain that you're on the right path. The path of strength, the path of discipline, the path of transformation. Because the answer to the question, how many push-ups per day are really needed to build muscle, isn't found in the number alone. It's in the intention. It's in repetition with purpose. It's in you. And the best time to start is now.